The Tape Effects Collection is a new series of plugins from Air Music featuring 3 different tape effects. Tape Double Track featuring a classic doubling effect, Tape Saturator emulating the effects of tape saturation and the idiosyncrasies that lie within that, and Tape Echo, which is a recreation of the RE501 tape coarse echo unit. All 3 of these effects will work on your DAW or your MPC Standalone. So let's go to the DAW and let's listen to how the effects can work on a vocal. Okay, the first plugin we're going to look at is the Tape Double Track. I have the classic ADT vocal right there. And so I'm going to play it dry for you, and then we're going to play it with the effect on, so you can kind of hear the difference.
You know I'm free.
This is the vocal I cut.
On a parole. Just got my paper Sunday. I'm really home.
Just compressed and dry. Not a whole lot going on with it. So let's add Tape Double Track and let's hear what it does.
You know I'm free. On a parole. Just got my paper Sunday. I'm really home.
And what you're hearing is sort of like that sped up, slightly sped up vocal compared to the original input vocal there. And the cool thing about this is that you have sort of like an LFO that works on the Verispeed for you, and that enables you to sort of speed up and slow down one track or one instance of tape versus the other to create that effect.
You know I'm free.
And you can drive them separately.
On a parole. Just got my paper Sunday. I'm really home.
If you pan them too far or too right, you don't really quite hear it unless like you're in a stereo field where you can hear it. But you can adjust that, and you can also add a little bit of saturation and drive to each one.
You know I'm free.
If you want some of that.
On a parole.
Yeah. So it's a pretty cool effect if you want to adjust the speed.
You know I'm free.
See how it kind of exaggerates that.
On a parole. Just got my paper Sunday. I'm really home.
You know.
You know I'm free.
And you notice that the input is not being sped up or slowed down, but the output is, the double.
You know I'm free.
So that's good to know. So if I go back to ADT.
You know I'm free.
All right, so let's go to the next one, which is the Tape Echo. And Tape Echo is pretty fun. You have the chorus block, the echo block, and the reverb block. So let's listen to it dry again.
You know I'm free. On a parole.
Now let's add the analog tape echo.
You know I'm free. On a parole.
Maybe I want to slow that down and make that really sync up.
You know I'm free. On a parole. Just got my paper Sunday. I'm really home.
And so the intensity sort of affects the feedback, feeding the original signal back into the original record head there, or the play head there. Repeat rate changes your speed. The cool thing about this being in a digital format is that you can perfectly sync your reflections to your DAW.
You know I'm free.
And the volume sort of affects the dry, wet sort of deal right there. The volume knob changes so that the mix or the amount that you hear.
You know I'm free.
So if I turn on intensity, you're going to start to hear it feedback and then start to kind of create some crazy noises.
You know I'm free.
So I got intensity up, but we're seeing it kind of changed into something else. And I turned on the spring reverb block on that. And it'll just keep going.
You know.
So now I can add the chorus.
You know I'm free. On a parole.
And you get sort of a stereo field there, and then reverb. What's interesting about this though is that the reverb is a spring verb, but you still hear a little bit of the stereo effect in it.
You know I'm free. On a parole.
So they decided to spread that into a stereo field with the spring verb. Most spring reverbs that I know of are mono. I know the original Tape Echo had a spring verb, but it was still a mono. I always like stereo verbs, so it makes sense to me, but maybe you don't want that. And then you also have spring mode here, so you got small, medium, large. I think that's what that means. So you got the short spring.
You know I'm free. On a parole.
And a long.
Just got my paper Sunday. I'm really home.
And you can really hear that go long. It starts to sound more like a traditional digital reverb when you get to the long, but the short really sounds like that boxy.
You know I'm free.
thing there. So I like long reverbs on vocals.
You know I'm free and up around.
Let's add that echo in there.
You know I'm free and up around. Just got my paper Sunday. I'm really home.
Bring that chorus in.
You know I'm free and up around. Just got my paper Sunday. I'm really home.
So you really get to hear how the different blocks work on there. I really like to bring this into the track for vocals to sort of kind of have it there in the mix. And I don't get the ping pong effect on the delays with this, but it's still usable, though I do like ping pong. But it's really what I like in my mix. If I wanted to bounce back and left or right, I can. If I don't, then I can definitely make it stay in the center or go wide. So I think that's a pretty cool effect. So let's look at Air Tape Saturator. So Air Tape Saturator sort of simulates that tape effect on there. I like the animation right there. This is how it probably appears on the MPC. I'm doing this on desktop right now. And we'll just sort of play it and kind of exaggerate the effects.
You know I'm free.
So I can hear a little bit of that overloading.
And up around.
This tape speed.
You know I'm free.
See, 7.5 sounds a little darker. So you can darken, because I know the vocal dry by itself is kind of bright, but I like bright cutting vocals with a little bit of de-essing on it to take care of the S sounds.
You know I'm free and up around. Just got my paper Sunday. I'm really home. You know I'm free. You know I'm free.
So if you want some of that crunch.
And up around. You know I'm free.
And sort of condition kind of creates a little bit of wow and flutter.
You know I'm free and up around. Just got my paper Sunday. I'm really home.
And so it's a cool effect. I know this probably is a better example on full mixes, but you can see that it definitely gives you that tape sound, that saturation, sort of kind of squeezing things and making things sound warmer. And that's something I definitely want to explore more. But I'm having fun with the tape echo. That's like my...
You know I'm free and up around. Just got my paper Sunday. I'm really home. So what's going on, Ashun? How is your life, babe? Feels so good to be back.
So it's a fun effect. I like all three of these. These are some fun effects I think you might be interested in. So right now and for the next 30 days, you can get all three plugins for $99, or you can get each individual plugin for $59. This is a deal for the next 30 days. After that 30 days is up, the price will go up to $299 for the bundle, and I think $99 a unit for the plugin. So I could see that they're trying to move these units quickly. So if I was in a position where I wanted to purchase some of these would be the time I would do it, if you're interested in having these effects on your MPC Standalone or your DAW. Now, my favorite out of the three is the Tape Echo unit, and that's because it's something different for me. Like, I've been using like digital delays, like back to back, like going to those go-to plugins, always using digital delay and just working with it. But I did research on tape delays and tape echoes going all the way back to the original Roland unit and even beyond that, where it's been used in music for a long time. And for a long time, I actually sort of ignored analog echoes, but now it's like, okay, I need to just do something different and really explore more effects than the ones I'm always going to. I'm always going to like Valhalla for like reverb, and I'm always going to certain stuff. And instead of using like digital delays, maybe I should start experimenting more with plates and more analog stuff to get a different sound than what I've done before. All of it is good, but I know for me, sometimes when I have a certain set of go-to plugins, I sort of stay stuck in my ways, right? I sort of just kind of stay locked in. So exploring more analog effects, using more plate simulation versus just going straight digital on certain things, I think it's a pretty fun thing, and I think it's something you should try out. So yeah, those are the Air plugins. This is the Tape series, 3 plugins for you to chop your teeth into if you want to. Let me know what you think about these plugins. Let me know if this was a good demonstration of the plugins, or if you want to see me use it on something else like a drum beat, let me know. I will do that. You're watching the DAW of T2K YouTube channel. So like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next video.